I'm reading because of Winn-Dixie right now, by the way. I love Winn-Dixie. I love Kate DiCamillo. So we're going to read aloud, and then we're going to go to our centers. 120. Friday centers. And then we're going to go home. Alright, so. I feel like there's something to do with, you know, using your own handwriting for these things. I know it seems kind of silly and old-fashioned, but I like seeing my handwriting up here for my kidlets. So, Friday centers. So I do this. Friday. Friday centers. So here we go. Friday. Oh, this should be centers. Oh well. Centers. There we go. Anyway, so that's our day today. Busy day in the room. With science, we've been working on magnets. And like piloting a science program. So it has to do with force and balanced forces and things like that. So should be interesting to see how they do with that today. We're getting to the point where next week we're going to be making a paperclip float. If you balance the paperclip between two forces, it'll actually float in the air, but you have to have it attached to a string. And these kids can do it. I just have to provide them the materials and the management. And I find with science, I'm telling you folks, do this. If they are engaged, they will manage themselves. You just have to set them up for success. I hear a lot of teachers talking about how they can't manage their kids. That's why we can't do science. It's too hard. They destroy the materials and they don't know. Well, you know what? Provide more opportunities for them to be successful. Right? You don't get responsible without responsibilities. So if you give your kids a chance to show you that they can do these things, give them, here's your materials, play with them for the next 5 minutes. Whatever you destroy, you don't get to use again. So that goes for us, it was balloons and paper clips. So the kids that didn't destroy them got to use them in their activity. The kids that didn't. It was a pretty natural consequence. So again, if the kids are engaged and they're curious and they're directed in a way that doesn't tell them what the answer is, they're going to be engaged and they're going to be managed by them by virtue of their curiosity. Give it a shot. I am not kidding. It's worth it. And people remember things like that. Even though they're 8 and 9 years old, they'll remember this stuff. It's not a worksheet. They're going to forget. It's not a spelling test. They're going to forget. And it's not punitive when they don't get the right answer because they keep trying and discovering and figuring that out. It's telling you, folks, it's worth it. All right, I'm going to break right now. It's 5 minutes to 8, and I've got several things I need to do. So I will probably get back with this at the end of the day. I'm committed to not doing any of this during my work time. It's ridiculous. I'm not taking my prep time to vlog. I'm not taking my lunch time to vlog. That's time that I feel like under contract I get paid to do, so I won't be using this, but after school I will. Anyway, happy Friday. Woo! It is the end of the day on a Friday. I made it. Another week in the books. So, I am ready for next week. I'm prepped, ready to go, got my newsletter done. I love having that done. I gotta send it out to everybody tonight. Anyway, I like having that out there for my community of learners so they know what we're doing next week. I'll talk about that sometime. I should tell you guys how I do that. I'm sure most teachers do that. I have not been good about it over the last couple of years, so I'm kind of trying to do that every Friday. So parents know what they should be looking to, for out of their kid to be coming home. And then we have a parent meeting this next week. which we have every month. The first Thursday of every month. It's third grade parent meeting. Anyway, and this week I'm going to have to miss it because I've got an orientation for this other job I'm going to be doing, which I'm really excited about. Anyway, getting back to this. So I dealt with this parent issue today with this parking thing. It's just ridiculous. And I tell you, you know, I love this quote. It goes like this. A man wrapped up into, a person wrapped up in themselves makes a very small package. And I love that because it applies so many times in so many situations that involve, I hate to say it, but it involve women, you know, just a petty, stupid thing, but kind of letting it go there. So, and I'm so tired right now, but I'm going to go, a lot of our staff are going to this little happy hour thing. I don't drink, so it's not about drinking though. It's about being together and spending time together. But I don't like being around that sort of thing, so I'm not going to go, which is fine. I'm a friend of Bill W, so I try to stay away from that sort of thing. But I got a long run tomorrow morning planned. My last real long run before the Chicago Marathon. I got one next weekend is just a half marathon. It's actually a race, which I'd love to do before the weekend before a marathon. I know it sounds weird. I should be doing like 7 miles, but I'm not. But tomorrow, my run is, I've got a 16-mile run planned, and just trying to not get injured. You know, I get so geeked up when it gets close to a marathon. So 16-miler, and I'm going to continue with my speed work this week, and get that one in this weekend. And right now, instead of going to get going to do something social, I am going to get a pedicure. And it's the end of September right now, which kind of means most people will stop wearing sandals and things like that. I live in California, which means it stays kind of nice here for a while. I'm in Northern California, which means it is fall. And these leaves are changing, and it's going to be gorgeous here in another 3 weeks. But I'm due for a pedicure, and I enjoy it, so I'm ready to go. So I'm going to go over there right now and do that. And because I wake up in the morning about 4:15, 4:30 every day, except Wednesdays because I have secretariat meeting, and so I literally get up at 3:30. Yeah, it sounds crazy, doesn't it? You'd think I worked in the news. But by Friday, I am so doggone tired, I can't even remember how to spell Heidi. It's H-I-E or H-E-I, right? I mean, you know. So I'm doing tired tonight, but this pedicure is going to just be perfect. And I'll probably stop at Trader Joe's afterwards. I love their everything. How about that? I love Trader Joe's everything. Trader Joe's, I want to marry you. Because that's fun, but I'm married, so. Anyway, but I just love, oh my goodness. I love they have this pizza crust that I love there. So I'm going to pick up one of those and make some pizza for Brett and I tonight. Because I don't think any of the kids are going to be home tonight. No, either of the kids are going to be home tonight. I think Jack will be with his friends because he's going to be 16 on Monday, and my only daughter, is 18, and she's going to be 30 in December, if you know what I mean. She got the world by the tail, so I don't know if she'll be home or not. We'll see about that. But anyway, so it's just me and the hubby tonight, so I think I'm going to do that. And I just, I tell you, I'm wrung out like a rag by Friday. But it's a good tired. It's like finishing a marathon. It's such a good tired. So I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, I'm planned up for the week. But it's going to be nice to have fall here finally. We have a field trip coming up next week from Friday. And the 3rd grade curriculum and the 4th grade curriculum where I live in California, they kind of mesh a bit. So we're doing a Coloma trip to where they found gold here in California. Because I live in the Sacramento region. And so we're going to Coloma to see where they found gold for the first time. We'll dress up like pioneers. And we will, if you want to, you can make a pioneer lunch. I always do because I want to be a good role model. Which means you can't use any plastic. You're supposed to bring beef jerky and things like that. But I will do everything I can to make it as authentic as possible. And I always make a joke out of it Like when we go on a Pioneer trip like this, I always say, oh, I did the Pioneer thing today. I didn't shave my legs. I don't have any makeup on. It's just for a joke. I don't tell the kids that. It's just for the parents. It's kind of funny. But that field trip is going to be a week Friday, so I got to make sure I have my costume ready to go. I have the same one I use every time, but I just have to make sure it's, you know, clean and ready to go. So that's gonna be like our almost first field trip, I think, of the school year. No, it will be the first. We do 10, but it's the first one. And so then after that, we'll have one with our buddies with the pumpkin patch. But this field trip is really fun to do. And then after the field trip, literally that night, I fly out to Chicago for the marathon. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So excited about that marathon. So it's really, really on my mind right now. It will be my 44th marathon, I believe. Because CIM, which is the California International Marathon, which is here in Sacramento, will be my 45th. So, anyway, who's counting? Who's counting? I don't even want to think about what it's cost me to run that many marathons. So, neither is my husband. So, anyway, I'm gonna get my evening started. So, with that, I'm gonna end this little chit chat travel drive home vlog. I'm gonna post this tonight, even though it's short. The one I did this morning and this one now, because I'm so darn tired of not being able to figure out this whole vlog thing. I enjoy watching a bunch of other ones, and some of the other ones I've seen, quite frankly, aren't very interesting. So mine can't. This one can't be that bad. I'm just gonna say it. Just throw it out there. So you people, be good out there, and don't work too much this weekend if you're a teacher. Go watch a movie. Go get a pedicure. Go tell a bad joke. But don't go in your classroom, because you need a break. Trust me. Your kids will thank you. Bye.